Bearded Saint, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? Rugged? Nah, man, we didn't get rugged. We're in here. I decided to go live here. I'm probably going to step out here in about, I don't know, 30 or 45 minutes. But I wanted to go live. I wanted to talk about the markets here and kind of what's happening, what's going on. And let me check here. Let's see. Magic carpet ride. Yeah, magic carpet ride. So yeah, just kind of let's talk about things. Let's talk about things. There's people in here right now that are freaking out. They're freaking out over the market. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to say this completely 100% honestly. 100%. I'm not worried at all. I literally have no care what the market does right now. I've got none, zero, zilch. Not worried about it. But for those of you who are worried about it, there's a better way. There is a better way. Crypto Heartbeat, what's up, my man? What's up? Crypto Class, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Terrafin with the Rags to Riches NFT? Terrafin, you might be my new favorite person, man. You might be. Big Miners, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? It's good to see you. Buying the dip. I never stop buying the dip. I never stop buying the pump. I just buy. I buy, man. Who's freaking out? Dude, people, oh my gosh. I got people hitting me up, freaking out, man. Just freaking out. Market's crashing, market's tanking, everybody's worried, everybody's freaking out. Yeah, seriously. No glasses, no glasses today. We're gonna keep it real here. Let's take a look at this damn chart. Let's take a look at this chart, folks. Freaking stupid chart, man. Let's make it bigger here. Yeah. I mean, what do we see here? You see an epic run up with Bitcoin. Freaking epic. You got the top here. It spiked out. We put our line at the top. Here's our line. Here's our area of resistance, right? And then we also saw a floor get created after on the daily it tested this 30K level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Not to mention it tests that 30K level back in January, 2 or 3 months previous at 30K. 30K is a strong level. And folks, here's what I got to say, man. When you zoom out, this Bitcoin chart does not look disturbing. Okay? It just doesn't. Now, full disclosure, I don't have any Bitcoin left. I got out of my positions. Bitcoin carried me to where it needed to carry me. But I don't care. If you guys have been in my Telegram chat, you've seen that these same lines have been marked on here for a long time. I will point this out. We've got, it looks like we may have a level of seller capitulation here. Well, what do I mean by that? When we look down at this volume node, this is the highest volume that we've seen pretty much in the last 6 or 7 months, sell volume. And a lot of times it's like the last push that the sellers have. You'll see those really, really high volume nodes. Now, it could be that we see 1 or 2 after that. But here's an idea. Maybe what we're seeing on the macro level when we zoom out is really something more like this. All right. Maybe that's what we're seeing here. And you've got people losing their stuff right now. And it's because they don't have anybody legit that they can listen to. It could be a bull flag. Especially if this wicks down underneath, we could pull this down a little bit. I mean, that could be a very, very, very nice market structure. It could be. But we're going to have to do a lot to get there. We're going to check it out. We'll see what happens. The other thing that this could be You could just have, just control Z it. Yeah, control Z. You could just have a parallel channel here. Bitcoin could be bouncing up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, boom. And you saw you saw this happen similar with let me see here. You saw this happen similarly with Polkadot, not Polkadot, Ethereum when it first started. You saw these channels, you saw this consolidation, you saw this coiling. I don't think this chart looks bad. If you're trying to day trade Bitcoin, then this chart looks bad for you. That's why a lot of crypto Twitter's freaking out. And the fact that Bitcoin is paired with Ethereum and others, that's also a problem too. So Bitcoin catches a cold, everybody else catches the flu. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not. We'll see if we get a bounce here. We'll see if we get a bounce, if this high volume node is going to create some little floor here, some little area of support. We bounce off that. We can chop up and down, and push through, or not. First time we've had a double top. Very interesting. See what chat has to say here. Let's go back. Rags gang for life. Bye, 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 baby. Yeah, bye. I'm always buying. I don't stop buying. These folks, they tell you over and over and over again, they say, you're stupid if you don't day trade. You're stupid if you don't get into meme coins. Guys, it works for people undoubtedly. But if you don't have the time and the energy and the patience, you got a full-time job and you're a real freaking human being, maybe that's not for you. Maybe it's not. All right. Dear Lord, kind of missed those classes. What's up, Terrafin? Yeah, completion fails. Hex hodl, 11K RH. Yeah, it would be hard for me to see 11K. In my opinion, I mean, we've got two major levels of supply. We got two major levels of support that we got to bust through. One of the levels is at 30K. It's touched 6 or 7 times. It's going to be a very important level. Sundays, we like to see dumps. The grayscale premium right now is out of control. So people are selling their Bitcoin to go buy grayscale, or the other way around, which is also causing the price to tank, which is out of control too. So we got 30K, we got 20K. That's really the next area. After 20K, if we break through that, there will be a level of about 10,000 to probably 13,000. Let me see if I can make my box there rectangle. So yeah, we would see price interact there. I'll be very surprised if it gets that low. All right, well, will I be very surprised? No, because we've seen it happen like 7 times before. But I just don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think we have enough retail in here right now to cause price to do that. I mean, like 85% of people right now that are invested are institutional. Are they really going to tank the market that hard just to capture 15 or 20% of the market? I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Chad has to say. Did Richard Hart really call the BTC top? Did anyone actually see his tweet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's verifiable. Yeah, he called it. I mean, he insinuated it very strongly. And his justification is he didn't want to actually cause the crash. So he insinuated, I mean, it's there. All right. Can you talk about pre-bridge play, i.e. playing with ratios? I could talk about that. I'm not really as knowledgeable as I want to be on that. I've thought about it quite a bit. I think that there's going to be opportunities for people to make a lot of money, and I think there's going to be opportunities for people to get really, really, really jacked once the ratios are fixed. So I'm not going to say anything on stream because I don't know enough about it, and I just don't want to get people wrecked. I'm sure you guys understand that. If anybody wants to get on stream and talk about it, that's fine. Behind blue eyes, for all haters who criticize the sunglasses. Saludos, amigo. Bueno, Antonio. Gracias. All right. You're looking 22 to 19.5K. 22 to 19.5. All right. 22, 19.5. 22. I don't really see. Well, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I've got it marked at about 20.5 or maybe 21. 30K is the level, though. All the money flow indicators or everything are saying that this could potentially be the bottom. If that's the case, then this market structure turns all the people, all the influencers, they're going to start freaking out. They're going to start drawing this. If this is the actual bottom justified for this by this high volume, which could possibly be seller capitulation. I don't know. But you're going to see them draw this bottom line here, and you can see the top line, and they're going to say it's going to pump up, shoot through. So what's going to be their next price target? Let me tell you what their next price target is going to be. Tell you. So do we want to take? We'll take the bottom. We'll take the top of this breakout after it punched through 13.6. We'll measure top to bottom. We'll bring this over. Let's just say it busts out. That seems crazy, honestly. Let's say it busts out down here. All the influencers are going to say Bitcoin is 330,000. 330K Bitcoin. What do you guys think? You guys 330K? You think that's legit? I'll tell you guys, if you look back in my videos, probably like 9 months ago. I did some videos on Bitcoin, historical returns. And actually, I want to see this before we talk about this. Look into bitcoin.com. Look into bitcoin.com. I spelled that wrong. Leave. Oh, that sucks. There it is. One of the biggest indicators that I like to look at, I like to see the Bitcoin wallet sizes greater than 1,000. Greater than 1,000 Bitcoin. Historically, that's kind of it's painted a picture about where the market was going. You see back here in 2018 when price was spiking, this whole run up, what were the wallets doing? The wallets are decreasing in the amount of Bitcoin. Well, why is that? Because they're smart. They know when to get out. You get out on the way up. You stagger out just like you stagger in. As soon as, now this was very, 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 very freaking interesting too. You remember back in November of 2018 when it just absolutely fell off a cliff? Price fell off a cliff. Boom. Crashed. 17, yeah. November 2018. Fell off a cliff. What was happening about 2 months before that? The people who had greater than 1,000 Bitcoin in their wallets, those wallet sizes, we had more and more increasing. 2 months prior to that crash. And then you just saw these huge wallets take advantage of that crash in a huge way. So market's tanking, but Bitcoin wallets greater than that's what they're doing. They're doing the smart thing. They know that millionaires and billionaires are made during bear markets and bad situations. And you saw a steady run up in these wallets all the way, I mean, really all the way through this last top. Now, everybody could have called when this was going to crash and fall through the floor because you saw these wallets perfectly correlated with price all the way up to February 21st. The wallet amounts fell off a cliff, and you notice this distribution pattern in price. Let's zoom in. Look at that. Unbelievable. Yellow line is wallets. Wallets increasing greater than 1,000 BTC. And all of a sudden, it starts falling off a cliff. All right. And it was before price started falling off a cliff this year. And here's those distribution tops. They knew what they were doing. They got out. They got out of their positions. So right now, the question becomes, let me see, zoom out here. So what's happening? I think that we have a very strong floor. These 1,000 BTC wallets, they haven't really fluctuated that much. They haven't been buying more. So as soon as we see these wallets start to increase, I think we're going to see one last final sell-off of Bitcoin. And then you're going to see the big players come in and just start snatching it up. And once you see these big wallets start snatching it up, you know that the market's going to come back alive. And you can look back. If you go to lookintobitcoin.com, you can find this. But if you look back, it's the same damn situation. Look at this. Look at 2014. Same situation. Wallet size is in yellow. Wallets increasing greater than 1,000 BTC, increasing, drops off a cliff. And what's happening? Price is pumping, and then price drops. So they get out of their positions as price is increasing towards the all-time high, and then they get out, and then they accumulate back at the bottom. It's a lot easier to accumulate, get out of your position, take your profit, and not have to try to time the top. Because if you're in it for the long haul, you know, you get into 2 or 3 cycles, you could 10x, you could 100x your position each time, 10 times 10 times 10. You can make a lot of money. All right, let's see what chat has to say. You guys couldn't see any of that because I didn't have it shared, did I? Okay. That sucked. What a freaking epic fail. All right, let's see if we can do this. There it is. I'll take this off. All right, guys, again, because I'm a dumbass. Here's where we are. Here's my argument again. The yellow line is Bitcoin addresses greater than 1,000 BTC. You'll notice that price is in blue. Price is going up. The wallet amounts, the wallets are going up as well. The amount of wallets have greater 1,000. Notice that the wallets drop off the face of the earth just before price does. So they get out of the market because they knew something was coming, or they're actually moving the market. You see this distribution pattern, and then price falls off down to 30K. All right. And now you see these wallets. They're just chilling. They're chilling down here. They're waiting to make some moves. We'll zoom out. Let's go back to 2014. Look at this. Perfect example. Wallet size is increasing. All of a sudden drops off the face of the planet, finds the floor. What's price do? It pumps, and then it falls off. Same type of stuff. And you notice wallet size is increasing as price goes down to the bottom because they're accumulating more. 2018. What's happening? Wallet size increasing. You see the drop off, you see the run up all the way to the top. They're taking profit, selling back to USDC, stable coins, whatever. Then you find the floor. Now, what happened? We went into this little triangle situation. We saw this. Everybody thought it was going to pop from there, but it went to the downside. 2 months before it fell off the face of the map, the wallet sizes started increasing again. They're accumulating. They're waiting for that bottom, and then it shot all the way back up. So this is one of the biggest indicators that I wish I had seen previously. And I think it's even going to be stronger now because you have actual traders. You don't have retail folks being dumbasses. All right, let's get back. What do we got here? Funding Gym. What's up, Brandon? Keep up the info fountain. I appreciate your thoughts. Funding Gym, you've supported me from the start, man. That does not go unnoticed. I tell that to folks. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. All right. So much hex sacrifice out of circulation. T-shares ratcheting higher and faster than ever. It looks great. Everything looks good right now. Hex looks great. I'm stoked. Everyone has been advised to move into SHIB now. Transfer orders from general. What in the real hell are you talking about, bro? Hey, dude, I wasn't born yesterday. If you like my channel, you're out of control. I wasn't born yesterday. All right, dude. If we hit that level and bounce, it would be a completion of a bull cipher long term. What is this? SHIB Army is transferring all altcoins. Hex is going to melt faces after PulseChain and PulseX launch. So much of the new economic energy will become T-share and proof to bigger crypto markets. Let's look, man. Let's freaking look at this. We'll go here. Let's go. We'll go to Hex. I used to look at all this stuff, guys. I mean, I was into everything. I was one of those friggin' mouth breathing, vampire looking, non working out and type dudes that just stayed in front of my screens. What a miserable life that was. Freaking miserable. Guys, I mean, the thing, Hex looks amazing. Hex is pretty much respecting everything that it needs to respect in terms of support and resistance. It's such a beautiful chart to analyze all the time because like most of the time it does exactly what you think it's going to do. This is perfect, guys. I'm stoked about it. Let me get this out of here. I like to come in here and make some ideas. Let's just make some ideas like Bob Ross. Look at these little furry little lines. Let's just make some lines here. Let's make some happy lines there. Here's our channel. Can we get dip back down 11 cents? Hell yeah, we could. I'm not going to freak out if we do. Doesn't matter. You're going to see some stuff happen when PulseChain launches though. Probably to the upside. There's so many people sell. Let's look at Staker app real quick. Staker app. For everybody that's freaked out about Hex and the price, doesn't matter. You're only freaked out because your time horizons aren't long enough. Yeah. Guess how many were purchased? Guess how many were purchased yesterday? How many times? 826 purchased at 2.11 million. Guess how many were sold? 226. So 826 purchased, 226 sold. So what's that tell you? It's just people that have been in Hex, rightly so. They're taking profit after 2 years or so. They're taking profit. So there's more buyers than there are sellers. But I think once PulseChain comes online, and if the liquidity, if you have two pairs that are tied by liquidity, that might cause price to stabilize out. I think on PulseChain, you're going to see a whole lot more buyers than sellers. A whole lot more. It's on a daily basis. It's at least 2 to 3 times more people purchased than sold every single day. It's just the sold people have bigger bags because they're just taking profits. Fine. I'm not worried about that. We're looking pretty. Brandon, do you think PulseX will hit 50 cents within 3 to 5 years? Based on, all right, let's take 50 cents. Let's divide 50 cents by 0.0001. A 5,000x? I think PulseX is going to be, I think PulseChain and PulseX, and this isn't a popular opinion, I think that we're going to see PulseChain and PulseX really operate much more closely, correlated more closely with the crypto market cap at large. So could we see a 3 to 5,000x? Yeah, I think we could, because it has to do with volume. More and more money is coming into the crypto space. If we have a a $10 trillion crypto market cap in the next 10 years, which all indications say we very well could. Yeah, why couldn't we do a 5,000x from 0.0001, whatever the price is? Absolutely, we could. And that's not to even talk about everything else, not to talk about the tokenomics and all that jazz. Value brand 3.69. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Funding Jim, Hex will be the news narrative in a couple years when it flips BTC. Grayscale narrative will play out better. Game, it's inevitable, guys. It's a pressure cooker. It's a freaking pressure cooker. Hex is. There's no way around it. There's no doubt about it. I completely agree, 100% with Funding Jim. The coolest thing about this whole thing is everybody in this chat right now is going to have access to so many day one projects. Like, there's so many people that wish they could have opportunities like this. And you are such a small amount of the internet that knows about what's happening. And it's just so exciting. I'm excited for you guys. This, what you're in right now, please don't take it for granted. What is it? In the Bible, they talk about, is it Peter? Or is it Peter or Paul? I think God says, you're going to deny my name 3 times before whatever. I'm not going to deny your name, God. I'm not going to do that. I kind of see it this way. You're going to see people complaining that they don't have enough money for sacrifice, complaining that things aren't fair, this and that. But in reality, they have had the entire world handed to them. That's what's happening right now. You freaking dumbasses have the whole world handed to you. RH indicated the top without causing it. Yes, that's right. Let me scroll down here so I can kind of catch up on you idiots. Marco the Hexen, 100%. Brandon, you get it? I try to get it, man. Shoot. Java, we need to be less boring, Brandon. The people want to know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that, man. I don't know how to say that. All right. Can you talk about how price discovery will initially take place? Be bullish. Okay. We'll go 2 different directions here. And I've said this before in stream. Let's say you have an apple, you have an orange, and you have a pear. And it's understood that the apple, orange, and pear have a value. Let's say the value, we don't know what the value is, but it's the same value, right? So one way that you can think about this is you can think about the ratios. The ratios that are already preset from the ETH side are kind of carry over to the Pulse side. And you kind of understand if if that pair sells or if that apple sells, because the ratios are already set, if this sells for $1 and you know that on the ETH side, this selling for $1 means that this is $2, then that might also happen on the Pulse chain, on the Pulse side. So from a very, very basic perspective, if I've got an apple, orange, and pear, and somebody buys an apple for $1, inherently, what does that tell you about the value of these two? If they were all the same value, understood, okay? Means each one will probably be $1 or a little bit more. And in fact, because that pear sold or that apple sold, the price of that will go up. So that's one way to think about price discovery. The other way to think about price discovery here is it's just going to depend on what people are willing to pay for this stuff. That first bid, that's what it all boils down to. Okay. So just think about it that way. First bid, what is person A willing to buy it for? And then what is person B willing to buy it for? And then what is person C willing to buy it for? That's the beauty of a market. It's not centralized. It's hundreds of thousands and millions of decisions that are mapped on a market and mapped on a chart. So, boom. Be yourself. Anyone who doesn't like it, go listen to somebody else. Appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Patricia, amen. I don't like trying to be somebody else. Unless I'm trying to date Jawa's mom, then I'd really try to schmooze her and just doll her up real good and take her to McDonald's Happy Meal. Remember the California raisins, dude? That was my favorite Happy Meal toy. Think having around 40K shares of Hex is going to make me enough money to retire in 15 years. Are you staked? Are you staked, bro? Could Hex do another? I mean, if you had 40,000 and Hex does another 1,000x, yeah. What is 40,000, right? 40,000. God, I'm dinging off the hook, man. Times $8 million, maybe. If it does another 1,000x based on you having 40K shares at about 20 cents a pop. Yes, first bid starts at 0. That is correct. Yes, mom jokes make you more likable. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going out in the town tonight. I may or may not post some pictures from my excursions. I'm going to go get a big old fat freaking juicy steak right now. Had a good workout. Got to feed those muscles. You guys be good. Don't worry about things, man. Don't get sucked into crypto Twitter. It's a goddamn dumpster fire. It's a cesspool. Just stick with this community. Stick with these people. If you're staked, you don't have anything to worry about. Play the long game. You don't have to wait to start dollar cost averaging. You realize that? If you want to get a hold of PulseChain and PulseX, et cetera, whatever the other projects are going to be, you can start dollar cost averaging now before the PulseChain launches. So that way you have money to put in. Like the sooner the better. Even if it's $50 a week, $50 could turn into 5,000. $50 could turn into 50,000. So don't wait. Start your plan now. Buy. Set up a daily plan, a weekly plan, bi-weekly, whatever the case may be. All right. Marco the Hex can appreciate it, man. I appreciate the really, really kind words you said the other day. I don't deserve it, but I appreciate it. Come hang out in Hedron Telegram and get up to snuff on it. Had Hedron, I made a video on Hedron, guys. You guys can check it out. I'm not going to support a project, or sometimes I do support projects, but that video is just for you guys to make your own opinions and decisions about. Godfather, thanks so much, man. You share all my stuff, especially on Gitter. Again, that stuff doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you. Java, thank you. Terrafin, you low down dirty son of a gun. Just don't worry about things, man. Just don't worry about them. Y'all be good. I'm out.